Hello, Mr. Fit Geek here, and welcome to this video on my top 5 fitness apps for the iPhone. So let's kick off first of all with RunKeeper. Now, RunKeeper is definitely one of the oldest apps that has been on the iPhone for fitness, and originally RunKeeper was very much just aimed at those into running. But they've been updating the app quite a lot over the last few years, and it really has become a complete staple in any fitness junkie's iPhone fitness apps. So RunKeeper not only allows you to track running, now you can also track cycling, mountain biking, walking, hiking. The list is much longer than it ever has been. And you'll see here at the top there are two modes now. You have GPS mode and you have stopwatch mode. So obviously GPS mode, where it will use the GPS on your phone to track your pace, track your time, track your distance, and then give you a map once you've finished as to where exactly you've gone. But there's also a stopwatch mode now, so you can also choose these other activities, but there's a couple of others. So you've got strength training, which you can then set a strength training stopwatch clock for in case you want to time your sets and reps and that kind of stuff. You've also got swimming, yoga, spinning, rowing, loads of activities now. So it's really clear that RunKeeper is now heading towards the direction that it wants to be your go-to for any kind of fitness app. But it's a great way in which you can track your runs. So here you can see where I've tracked. It gives you your totals, it gives you how far you've gone, your pace, your different types of activities, when you've done them, and at any point you're able to go into it here and then keep an eye on what you've done, where you've gone, how many calories you've burned, and so on and so forth. So really great all-round fitness app is RunKeeper, but brilliant particularly for runners. Now another app I use, and this is my favourite HIIT timer, my high interval timer. This is called Seconds. Now I've actually got the free version of Seconds. I haven't upgraded to Pro, but with this suits me absolutely down to the ground to what I need it for. And quite frankly, this is a really simple but great app. You create your timer and you have some presets here. So you've got a HIIT timer, circuit, Tabata, round timer, compound, or a custom timer. I often do HIIT training, and I'll often do HIIT training indoors or actually in within my garage, because I have a gym in my garage. And this is quite frankly where you can set the number of sets that you want to do. So let's say we're doing a HIIT session, we're going to do 30 sets. We're going to do high interval, that is 30 seconds. Okay, we're going to do low intensity, that is 15 seconds. And then we want a warm up of, let's have a look, 2 minutes. No, that's 5 minutes, can't even count. 2 minutes there. And then we're going to have a cool down of also 2 minutes. So away we go. And then basically you do create your timer and off you go. And then you start this going, it starts the countdown for you. It tells you how many sets you've done, how many minutes you've got remaining, where you are in your current interval, and what is coming up next for you. You're able to play your music on your phone through Spotify, for Apple Music, whatever you choose to use. I also have this on my iPad, so this is a really great way in which you can leave your iPad on the side or anywhere it's visible, keep the timer going, and then off you go and do your HIIT training. So really great, simple app that I absolutely love. So my next app I like to use is Adrian James, and I like to use Adrian James actually when I'm traveling. This is a workout app, as you can see here, Adrian James six-pack abs workout. Adrian James is a fitness model and a nutritionist, nutrition author, I believe. This app was actually released quite a few years ago now, but I've still continued to use it because I think it's really great. It's a really great way in which you can do a really good ab workout wherever you are, as long as you've got 5 or 10 minutes in your day in which to do an ab workout. This is a really good app to accompany you. You've got 4 different levels here. You've got your beginner, your intermediate, your advanced, and you can select on any of these wherever you think you are. Let's select intermediate. It will randomly choose 6 exercises from the intermediate portfolio. You do earn 12 points because you can do this on a points basis. Really nice video that demonstrates the exercises that you're doing, and then it will do a 15-second count-in timer in which you can get ready, check out the video, listen to what he's saying, and then you're also then able to go straight into the 30 seconds of doing the exercise. And then it will do 15 seconds for the next introduction and the next exercise, straight into 30 seconds. So it's 30 seconds in and 15 seconds rest. And then you do 6 exercises in a circuit, so it takes you about 5 minutes. Really good, really great if you are, as I said, if you are traveling and you just need a little bit of motivation, because he's got his It does have his commentary there that does keep you going as you are doing your exercises. So let's just cancel this one. But he's also now introduced a nutrition plan that you can do for the week, as well as a challenge mode as well. So you can do your 8-week challenge. You can try and earn your points here and do as best as you can. So really good. Even though it's quite old, I still think it's a really great app if you are looking after your for your core. Next we have is HeartWatch. Now HeartWatch is an interesting app because I have an Apple Watch, and I have also used Fitbits and other wrist-based heart tracking monitors, and HeartWatch is really the best one that I found for the Apple Watch. But it's also an app for sleep tracking. So this is a really good way. This provides the data much better than it does on the Apple Watch itself. So it gives you your data. It tells you where your heart rate has been elevated throughout the day, where you have a high resting, where you have a resting heart rate. It gives you your average, it gives you your minimum, and it tells you your maximum. So here at where are we? 16:39, my heart rate got to 115. That's probably when I was running out the door to my car. So I imagine that's when it picked it up there. And it gives you your stats. It gives you where you are for your waking heartbeat as well, which is really good. And it literally will use all the data from your Apple Watch throughout as long as you've been wearing it. So we can go right back here through June and over the last week as well. But the really fantastic thing about this is that it does have sleep tracking as well. I will do a separate review on this because I think it's worth reviewing the sleep tracking separately, as many people have asked about the Apple Watch for sleep tracking. But just as a way to keep a track of your heartbeat and your heart rate and get a constant reading, this is a really, really fantastic app. And last but not least is probably my favorite app that I use, and this is called Strong. So Strong is an app that I use for all of my weightlifting. And I was searching high and low for an app like this last year, literally high and low, and then I came across Strong and I've never looked back. This is such a fantastic app. You're basically able to create all of your strength training and your weight training routines in the app itself. So it has a full list of all the exercises, and you can basically create a routine. So you can go to a routine and you can name it. So let's imagine we're doing a full body. So we're doing a full body workout, and then you can pick your exercise. You can pick it via a category, via a body part, or via other exercises like Olympic lifts or TRX. So say we're doing a full body and we want to start with some legs. So I want to start with a squat. I then want to go in and I want to do, let's have a look here. I want to do some chin-ups. Then I want to go to chest and I want to do some dumbbell bench presses. And then let's chuck in a couple of arm exercises. So let's do some cable curls and one more. What shall we do? Let's do some tricep dips. So there's my workout there. Okay, I've created that then. I can then save this workout into the system, and then whenever I want to go into it, I can then click on the full body workout. I can then dictate how many sets and reps I need to do. You go into each one, you select your weight that you're needing to use. So you then also select your reps. It keeps track of everything. But what's brilliant is that it remembers everything you've input into the system here. So let's go into the history section, and this is where you can go back. You can look historically at what you've done, what you've lifted, how many reps. So you're always pushing forward to improve on your personal best week in, week out. And this is such a fantastic way in which to do this. It's a really simple app. It's nothing too fancy about it. It just does what it says on the tin. I absolutely love this. This is my constant companion in the gym. So I go to back and biceps. This is what I did on Sunday. It tells me exactly what I did, what I lifted. And then when I go in and I go to do a new back and biceps workout, it will tell me what I did before. And then I know if I need to do one more rep or add an extra kilo to my lifts. It then has a full set of stats as well. So if you really want to drill down, you can see exactly how many sets you've done, how many reps, how much weight you've lifted over the total time in which you've been using the app. And you can really get some fine detail on here. And then finally, one last thing that I think is an absolute brilliant thing to mention is that you can actually export the data. So I switched my phone over a couple of months ago, and I was able to export the data from my old phone into a CSV file, so I could still have hold of that data, so I could then import it back into my new phone and keep the continuity going. So really fantastic app. I absolutely love Strong. So they are my top 5 fitness apps, health and fitness apps, and I literally have them for all the exercise that I do. So my RunKeeper is for my running and my walking, my Seconds is for my HIIT, my HeartWatch is my everyday companion to keep a track of my heart rate and occasionally my sleeping, my Adrian James for my core when I'm out and about, and Strong for my everyday weightlifting activities. So it'd be really interesting to know what your favourite health and fitness apps are for the iPhone, and if they are, pop some comments in the comments box below. I'd love to know what they are.